So we have already discussed simple microscope in the previous class, and if we have derived the expression for its magnifying power as m is equal to 1 plus d by f. So in that expression you see that magnifying power is inversely proportional to focal length. It means when the focal length is less, the magnifying power of the simple microscope is more. Please remember the relation of magnification of a simple microscope. What is it once again? M is equal to 1 plus d by Fe. In this class we are going to discuss compound microscope. Compound microscope is an optical instrument that is used to view very tiny objects which are lying very near to the eye. Actually, the naked eye cannot see very tiny objects like germs and bacteria, etc. To view very tiny objects like those, we use simple microscope. Remember, in the case of a compound microscope. In the case of a compound microscope, the object is placed very near to the lens of the instrument. A compound microscope in the simplest form consists of two convex lenses. One is called the object lens. And the other is called the eye lens. This is the object placed. Actually, these two convex lenses are of very short focal length. Object lens is a convex lens of very short focal length, and eye lens is a convex lens of moderate focal length. What is actually happening here is, this is the object lens. The object lens forms the image of the tiny object which is placed very near to it. Very near to it means it is in between f and 2f of the object lens. Then also we will feel it is very near, because the focal length of the object lens is very short. And the image of this object, the object lens forms as A dash B dash. This A dash B dash is actually forming within the focal length of the eye lens. Now, when an object is within the focal length of a convex lens, it cannot make a real image. Whereas, it can make a virtual image on the same side of the object, which is quite enlarged and erect. In this case also same thing happens. Object lens forms the image within the focal length of a convex lens, what is called eye lens, and this eye lens now forms the image of A dash B dash, which is actually the image formed by the object lens at a distance d away from it. That means this is the eye and this is the image formed by the object lens. The eye cannot see this image A dash B dash. That is why there comes the eye lens. For the eye lens, this object A dash B dash is very near. Hence, it makes the final image at as A2 dash B2 dash at a distance d away from the lens or from the eye. Understand? This image formed is quite enlarged and the observer can see it very clearly. So in this case also remember, this instrument is actually increasing the visual angle, thereby increasing the size of the final image. So the notes points are shown here in this whiteboard. It is an optical instrument used to obtain clear enlarged image of nearby objects. It consists of two convex lenses, one called object lens of very short focal length and other called eye lens of moderate focal length. These two lenses are fitted at the two free ends of two coaxial cylindrical pipes. This instrument also can be used in two conditions. One for the final image at the near points that I explained in this case. Final image is formed at the near point. Near point means least distance of distinct vision. And the other is the final image at infinity. This condition is also called as normal vision position. The first one is called near vision position. Alright. Now I am explaining the first case, the final image at near point. Near point means least distance of distinct vision. This is also called as near vision position. The distance between objective lens and the eye lens is so adjusted. See, the distance between the object lens and the eye lens is so adjusted that the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. So, in this case, actually, what we have to do is we have to adjust the positions of the two lenses. Which lenses? Objective lens and the eye lens. Here the first lens, as I said earlier, the object lens forms the image of the object within the focal length of the eye lens, which finally forms the image at the least distance of distinct vision. That is, which is that image seen here in the figure is A2 dash, B2 dash. Can you see it clearly? Yeah. Now, we have to calculate the magnifying power of a compound microscope. Compound microscope. Magnifying power of a compound microscope is defined as the ratio of angle subtended by the final image to the angle subtended by the object when it is at the position of the final image. Where is the position of the final image? Where is the position of the final image? Final image is at a distance d from the eye. D from the eye. Am I correct? So hence from the figure we can write m is equal to beta by alpha. What is beta? Beta is the angle subtended by the final image at eye. Final image is making the angle beta. Beta is formed by this final image. A dash B dash. A dash B dash makes the angle beta. Am I correct? And this A3 dash B dash you see in the figure, it is actually the object itself is placed at this point. Object AB, when it is placed at this point, for the position difference I am denoting differently A3 dash, B3 dash, B2 dash. Actually A3 dash, B2 dash is AB itself. AB itself. Okay? Okay? Yeah. So again, M is equal to beta by alpha is equal to A2 dash B dash by D divided by A3 dash B3 dash by D. What is A3 dash B3 dash by D? When the object itself is placed at the position of the final image, what angle it makes? In the figure it is clearly seen alpha is the angle subtended by AB when placed at this point. It is termed here as A3 dash B2 dash. It makes an angle alpha at the eye or the eye lens. So A2 dash B2 dash divided by D divided by AB by D. This is equal to this one. Why? Because A3 dash B2 dash is equal to AB itself. So finally what we get is A2 dash B dash divided by AB. Multiplying this expression A2 dash B2 dash divided by AB by A dash B dash, multiplying and dividing, multiplying and divided. There is no change in the value. Now you will see that A2 dash B dash divided by A dash B dash. This is the magnifying power of the eye lens. Why that? Because for the eye lens, this is the size of the object, and for the eye lens, this is the size of the image. Size of the image by size of the object of the eye lens is the magnifying power of the eye lens. What do you call ME? While A dash B dash by AB, this is the magnifying power of the object lens. See that for the object lens, the image size is A dash B dash, and its object is AB. That is why we can write this is equal to MA into MO. So in this case, what we see is the magnifying power is the product of the magnifying power of the eye lens and the object lens. Okay. Now we know that for the object lens, size of the image by size of the object, that is A dash B dash by AB is equal to image distance by object distance. That is also seen in the figure. What is the image distance of the eye lens? That is VO. What is object distance for the eye lens? That is UO. Am I correct? So, what we wrote was A dash B dash by AB is equal to VO by minus UO. This minus sign shows sign convention. And A2 dash B2 dash divided by AB dash A dash B dash. This is the magnifying power of the eye lens. Eye lens in this case is acting as a simple microscope. Why? Because the distance between the image A dash B dash is within the focal length. So this is acting as a simple microscope or magnifying glass. For a magnifying glass, we have already seen the magnifying power is equal to 1 plus D by Fe. Hence we can write the magnifying power M is equal to minus VO by UO into 1 plus D by Fe.